Hey, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Tony Green. So, we're going to see, we're going to just see how far we can get today. I was, I did set up another live stream and it told me live streaming wasn't available. So, I quickly reset up another one and came on here. So, yes, I hope everybody from the other live stream finds me here. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Because because I'm hoping they do. I just hope they do. I am going to. Hey, Karmic Karen, how are you? I'm going to start Podbean now. If you would love to call in or join me on Podbean, if I lose my connection on YouTube, if I, for some reason, end up not going live here or it just stops, last Monday it recorded 18 minutes. I did the whole hour. I did the whole hour, but it did not show up. So if you are on Podbean, I did another YouTube one. So I am live on YouTube now. And then and if you can, they just cut me off of that one saying live streaming wasn't available. If you can get into that one and let everybody know to come to this one, I don't know, that's really complicated for the beginning of a show. Anyway, here we go. We're going to do a little bang fix. I don't know if I can. We're going to leave them alone and we're going to get started. We are going to do approximately 60 minutes of what I like to call entertainment. I will be answering your questions. I will be helping you connect with loved ones up above. And even though we had a rocky start, we're going to do everything we can to get everything going in the best way possible. All righty. And I do know I've talked to a couple of other people, and I know that this is a problem with YouTube. Even my uploads are not going through on YouTube, and it's not me personally. I went to the studio last Thursday. I did an in studio show. Thank you, Scott, for everything you've done. Scott really did an amazing job setting up the studio and making sure everything went off very beautifully. And we did 2 episodes in studio. I had the most amazing people there with me that just were asked some beautiful questions. When that comes out, it's a WSCS exclusive show. So when that comes out, I'll let you know, and you can watch it on WSCS on their streaming channels or on the channel itself if you can get it. But it was amazing. And one of the people brought these for me. Aren't these beautiful? How gorgeous, right? Thank you, Terry. Um, so let's see what else. Okay, please don't get scammed. I'll never reach out to you. Let's start with names today. We are going to start with names. The name could be a person, place, or thing, but it should be a confirmation. It could be someone you know from the other side, something they loved, or the name of a family, pet, friend, place, anything like that. We're going to start with names. And the first name I'm getting is Genoa, like Genoa City or Genoa, the country, Genoa. Or maybe Genoa, like I think there's a lunch meat, a Genoa lunch meat, I think. Okay, let's just keep going. Um, the ne- it, I can't because the next thing is pastrami, and this is reminding me of the sandwiches my mother would make when we were younger. It would be like pastrami and Genoa and oh my gosh, there were so many good like Italian mortadella lunch meats on there, and it was so good with mozzarella, and it was just so good, so good, such a good sandwich. It was packed with different, very good lunch meats. Okay, moving right along. Keep it going. So if that means something to you, I hope it does. I hope it means something to you. Next, we're gonna go to oh my gosh, names. Still on names. Still on names. I haven't gotten past 2 names. I don't even know. Okay, Jonathan, Loretta, Michael, Pietra, Can Can Kandala, Kandala. Oh, Pietro again, or Pietra. And now I'm going to go into songs, and I'm just going to do a couple songs and then get right into questions because I'm on Podbean Live and I'm on YouTube Live, and the questions are just, I see the chat going. If you do have a question, it can be about life, love, career, finances. Please make your question somewhat exact and put it in the chat on either space. And then if you want me to connect with a loved one, I just need their first name and their relationship to you. And if you have a question with them, for them, please put it in the chat. Otherwise, just the message, and we will go from there. Um, so yes, I will get through as many questions as I can. Just going to do a couple of songs. The first song is "We Will Rock You." We will rock you. That song, and then the next song is living on an edge, living on the edge. The next song is make me a believer, and then the last song is freeway, highway, the highway to hell. Those are the songs for today. And I'm gonna now, the songs could be a song your loved one loved, you love, or something that the two of you listen together, or the next time you hear it, you know it is there with you. Okay, here we go. Very distracted. Um, very distracted by my bangs today. Very distracted. Here we go. I'm going to start with a question on. I'm going to start with a question on YouTube, and I'm going to ask if you're calling. If you go to Podbean, you can call in on Podbean, and I will, as soon as I see that you're calling in, I'll invite you in. I just ask that you mute yourself, and then as soon as I go over there, I'm going to go between questions and callers, and then you can unmute yourself, and we can actually have a conversation. Jennifer, yes, you can have a reading. For the show, I need an exact question about life, love, career. A general reading, I do private sessions, and you can book a private session if you just want to do a general reading. The show is for a specific question or one specific connection. Okay, so here I go to Dupree. Hi, Tony. Nice to see you. Can I get a message from my guides, please? Thank you. Can you give me an area of your life, Dupree, that you want the message on? You guys are killing me with these questions. Seriously. Okay, I'm going to just stop right now and I'm going to say this. A question like, what does April have in store for me? That's a full 30-minute reading. Okay, you guys? If you want a general message, I'm very happy to do that. That's a reading. That's like a private session. The show is designed to answer one specific question, And so number one, I can get to the next person who is waiting for a question, and number two, um, so that I can just hone into that part of you and answer that question. I understand that sometimes if you're new, you may not be aware of that, and that's okay. I don't mind it. And but give me at least a specific area of your life and an or a person, something like that, because to get into it and just pull general messages. Number one, a lot of times people don't like the general message that they're getting. And number two, it's easier because whenever somebody asks something, they're hoping or thinking it's going to be the area they want. And it doesn't always work out like that. Like if I go ask a question, I know exactly what I want to know, and I'm asking that exact question. So please, you guys, look at the questions. I don't mind, but it just takes a little bit longer. And then if I do it for you, everybody else is going to start asking questions on the same line, like just give me a general reading, tell me what my guides, what specific question, specific area, please. And it's not that I can't do that. That's just not what this show is for. Okay. Thank you so much for understanding. I'm going to go to Cami. Hi, Tony. Do you see my novel being finished and on Amazon to be purchased by September? Ah, October. And that's if you're really diligent, because there are going to be one or two more steps that you're going to need to take in order for it to be up in that time frame. And what I want you to do right now, Cami, is to start your campaign, your pre-campaign for sales for the holidays, and start your pre-sales and your pre-campaign of getting your book out there. Okay, Cami, that will be really, really helpful for you, love. Okay, and please, if you did put a general question in, please put a more exact question in. I will answer that exact question. I'm going to go to the first caller, who is Genevieve. Genevieve, how are you today?
I'm good. And how are you tonight, Tony?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much, love. How can I help you today, sweetie?
Great. Well, one information, just letting you know, we cannot see you on YouTube, but people are posting questions. So just for your info, I thought you should know. And Podbean is working great. So that's wonderful too.
Okay, first name, last name said, okay, Genevieve, did you, I had the first scheduled YouTube, they wouldn't let me go live. So I really quickly scheduled another one that just says, the only thing it says is live readings. And I came on again and somebody said they can see me.
Okay. I will
So
try
go,
then.
yeah.
We'll switch to the new one.
And on the old one where you are, can you please post that I had to schedule another one? Thank you so much, Genevieve. Okay, Genevieve, what's your question? What do you want to know?
Hey, actually, yes. I stumbled upon someone that I've been crossing, but never knew he is a mathematician and an astrologist and astrophysician. Anyways, he's got the brains that I don't have, that I wish I had. But I've been curious about, I've never had my astral card done. Do you think uh, that his name is Carol Meyer? Do you think he would be a good person for me to do my card?
Like your astrocartography?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean you can do it yourself on some sites, but I think it would be a good person to do it. You can go through him and do it. It would be good. It would be informative. Um I had mine done and it was okay. It was okay. It
Okay.
so I think having it done is fun. It's a good experience. But yes, I think it would be a good thing. It would be okay. I didn't get any monumental information out of it. Let me put it that way, because where your lines go may not even be in the country you're in sometimes. And then what do you do with that? Like one of
Yeah.
my
No, I
best.
was just wondering if the spirits up there do believe that it would be very insightful for me. But if it's not more than that, then I
Yeah,
don't necessarily need to do it.
it's a cute thing. It's a fun thing, a cute thing to do. Like if you're thinking of relocating, you can find out if the area is good or bad. If you want to travel, you can find out if it's good or bad, if it makes a difference or not. Okay, love?
All right. So I'll go and work on the YouTube thing. You have a beautiful day and a beautiful session with people. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, Genevieve, and thank you for posting that in YouTube for me. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye for now. Okay, you guys. Yeah, when I originally came on, I'm so grateful for everybody who's here right now, because when I originally came on this morning, my first one that I had set up completely, they just said live streaming is not available right now. So I had to quick just try to set up another one. And when they said that, I couldn't even go back on and say, hey, I have to start another live stream. Anyway, if you'd like to join me on Podbean, you can call in on Podbean. Otherwise, I'm going to go to the next question on YouTube, which is, hi, Tony, can you tell me if my work will be fine with me? I was so upset last week and they did not want me to come in. Do you think all will be okay? Do I think all will be okay? Yes. Um, you know what, Gypsy Ann? I wish you were on Podbean right now so I could ask you some questions, but I'm gonna ask you in the chat here, Gypsy Ann. I need to know, were you upset with something? I feel like you were upset with something personal, but were you upset with something from work last week? I'm going to move the camera, you guys, so um, please know that. Okay. Yes. Oh, I asked either or. Was it work? I'm just going to say, was it something with work? Were you very upset with something with work, Gypsy Ann? I think it's a yes to work. I don't know, because I feel like it. Gypsy Ann, was it? Yes, it was work. Okay. Um, a person. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm getting, love. I'm getting that it will be okay eventually. It's going to take a moment before it gets completely smoothed over, especially for you. But I am going to do a clearing for you and anybody else listening, that all work relationships are healthy. Let's clear that all work relationships are healthy. I understand. Listen, we have to go into a place with complete strangers, and sometimes there are personality differences and personality issues and personality things that we cannot, we don't have control of. We can choose our friends. We can let go of our family if they are dysfunctional. We cannot sometimes walk away from unhealthy people at work, because it's just a hodgepodge of people put together to do a job. I'm so sorry you're going through that. If I were, it's easy to say this. Sometimes when these things happen, it's a sign that it's time to start maybe looking for something new, something else you might want to do, something that is another place. Maybe it doesn't mean you're going to go there. Sometimes just knowing we have options helps us get through whatever it is we're going through, even if we don't take those options, Gypsy Ann, I hope that helps. And keep listening to that clearing all day until it's completely cleared, okay? All work relationships, ooh, I feel that like so much pressure and anxiety. All work relationships are healthy. Oh, let's clear, clear, clear. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna go to Aaron. Lily, you'll be next. Hey Tony, I hope I can find a group home. This is from Aaron. I hope I can find a group home house soon to buy. Do you see my brother and I running some group homes together? Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing I'm going to tell you, take your time. Don't jump on things right away. I know you say there's a home in Germantown that just went up for sale. Let somebody else put in the bid. Let somebody else do the work on it. Sometimes that works out better. All um, real estate is changing very quickly, and home values are going to be changing also. You want to get in a little bit lower. Don't be in such a hurry that you pick. It's like dating, it's like a job, it's like when we're desperate, we pick something we would never pick if we were secure or we weren't in a hurry or we weren't desperate. So if you're looking, let's say your lease is coming up and you have to move, you're going to take what you can get. But if you have 6 months and a ton of money and a great credit score, you're going to pick the creme de la creme, right? Huge difference. Same thing with picking a spot for a business. You need to feel that energy. You need to know this is the right space for you. Um, and you need to know that if you're taking a group home that's already up and running, you need to know what comes with that because you're paying for what they've already done. Where if you buy a home, turn it into a group home, and bring in your own people, that's a business you're creating. And you're not paying two prices, the mortgage and the business. Okay, so think about that very clearly. You can get a property, and with a few requirements, have it up and running as a good group home. Put in some ramps, some guards in the bathrooms, do what needs to do to bring it up to code, and that way you're paying for that once, but you're not paying for it every month added on. Okay, so really consider that and know that that's the way it could be better for you. Okay. All righty. I'm going to go to the next question whoopsie, on YouTube. Here we go. Do you see me moving from PA soon? This is first name, last name. Do you see me moving from PA soon, or do you see me staying here for a while? Thank you so much. First name, last name. You are going to be moving from PA. You're going to have the opportunity to go in June or after June is what I'm getting. What I don't know what people, sometimes people will say soon, and I don't know what soon is to you. So what I can say is I do feel like you will be moving, and I do feel like it will be a really good and powerful move. Pick a place that feels good to you, like that makes you happy when you think about being there. Okay, love? Thank you so much. I hope that's helpful. Um, okay, I'm going to go to Lily on Podbean. Lily.
Hi, Tony. Thank you for taking my call.
Hey, absolutely absolutely my pleasure. I need to slow down when I'm talking. How can I help you, love?
Okay, so last time we talked, or I don't remember, it was a little while back. You said that my dad connected and told me something about like not to go into this relationship. Wanted to find out, was he talking about this man I used to date by the name of Ray?
Well, you should not go back into that first and foremost. But no, there's someone. Here's what I feel, Lily. Somebody brand new is going to be coming into your life. Somebody you've never met before, and they're a. I'm sorry, I have to use this word. They're a scoundrel. That's the word that's coming through from above. Now, we can put a lot of other names on that. We can put a lot of other definers to that. It's just a person that like is okay, this person is somewhat of a con person. Like they're really a smooth talker, they seem really laid back. They seem very like they take your guard down because of how at ease they seem. Like just comfortable. They make you feel comfortable. And but they're really I feel like it is a male. I feel like it could be a male or somebody with very masculine energy. Now some women have more masculine energy also, and some women have a very masculine feel about them. This person though, I keep hearing male masculine, so the chances are this person is a male, and they are very conniving. You won't even like, unless you're really trained to understand and see the tells when somebody's not being honest, you wouldn't be able to pick that up with this person. So I'm going to tell you there's a male coming in. I do feel like this male is coming in possibly during this month or the beginning of next month, and they're just using these words. They're very nefarious, okay? And they're very not not just, and but you won't know right away. So you don't have to kick every man out right away, but ask really important questions before getting involved deeply with someone. Don't take on the friendship too quickly is what I'm hearing. If that makes sense, Lily.
Okay, and you said to definitely not get back into the flow of the person from before.
Right. Definitely do not get back with the person from before. Do not. That's
Okay.
not the best situation for you either. Now, I'm going to tell you this, Lily. Now, once we get past this and we get into, and again, June is going to be a really big month for some reason, everybody. There's a lot that's coming in June for everybody. Every time I ask a question, I hear June, 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 June. So something there, first, let me say this. There are things happening astrologically. If you believe in that, if you don't, it's okay. Just take this as an entertaining story. There are things that are happening astrologically that have never happened in anybody who is here. It has never happened in our lifetime. There are planets that are moving and going into new houses that have not done this in like 20,000 years. I guess. I'm probably, I don't know if I'm remembering it exactly, but it's a long time. So this, what we're coming up on in the month of April, is brand new to everybody here. They can't look back and say, the last time this happened, this, and this occurred. No, there is no the last time this happened. But what I do know is Venus and something else is going on, and Mercury. and it can bring back people from the past. Do not entertain your past. You know why? It's behind us. We're moving forward. Even if you really think you love, want, blah, 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 that person, understand why it didn't work out. Excuse me. Understand that history repeats itself. People repeat themselves. Even we repeat our own cycles until we see them and intentionally break them. Okay? So say no, no to the past and move forward. Now, once we get through this, and Lily, I feel like in June there are some brand new people coming in for you, male and female, that are going to be really good. Some of them acquaintances, maybe one of them a friend, but a potential partner also. Just don't even think about it until June, okay, love?
Thank you.
You are welcome. You have an amazing rest of the day, love.
You too.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Oh, there's hey Rebecca, Drops of Jupiter. Hey everybody, thank you so much. Um, okay, I'm gonna go to the next question on uh okay, Jennifer, I'm going to ask you a follow-up question. Jennifer, I can't pronounce your last name, but Jennifer H. I'm going to ask you a follow-up question. She's asking, can you connect with Brittany, my daughter? Ask her what are her wishes with Trey. I'm assuming, Jennifer, that Brittany, your daughter, has transitioned to the other side. Please confirm that. Yes. Okay. And second, who is Trey to her? Is that her son? Is Trey her son? Or who is Trey to her? Who is Trey? Who is Trey? So I'm going to wait for that answer. I know that's corny. Okay, Trey is her son. Yeah, see, Trey is her son. Yes, she's on the other side. Okay. I'm coming back up to your original question to get this energy. Okay, so I'm feeling all the emotion coming in. What her personal wishes are probably will be very difficult to fulfill. And it will be because legally it was not put in place. She doesn't want anybody to fight about this. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. She doesn't want anybody to, the goosebumps are insane, Jennifer, just so you know. She doesn't want anybody to fight about this because it will just cause problems with him and resentment. Do you want to? Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to ask you one more question, and I'm sorry. How many parties, or who are the other parties that want to have Trey? Because I'm getting there's at least two other people. I kind of want to be able to say this is party A, this is party B, and party C, and tell you who they are. So I need to know who those parties are so I can say them appropriately. But I feel like there's at least two other parties that really would like to take power. What is it called? Adopt, take power to have him. So if you could tell me who the other parties are that are wanting him, I can at least say this person, and this person. If you could please do that, Jennifer. While she's doing that, I'm going to say these situations are the most painful for everybody involved. And sometimes, although we can see ourselves being the best person or this or that. We have to remember the other people love just as much. Okay, okay. His father and all grandparents from her side and his side. Yeah. No matter what kind of person the father is, chances are, because he's the father, he gets first rights at Trey. And unless he's been physically abusive to Trey, has a horrendous criminal record, or is homeless, he will probably get Trey. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. And it doesn't matter how she felt about him, his father, Trey's father. This is just the law. Unless he is just has abused, even if he abused her, which I'm not saying he did, unless he abused Trey, and if he wants Trey, he will get Trey as long as he has a home. And if he doesn't, they'll help him get a home so he can have Trey. Okay, that's just the way the court system works. Um, father with, and they want the father with Trey. Beautiful, perfect. Help him, because that would be, here's what I'm getting. That would be the perfect thing, and set up visitation. Work with him to have a schedule for visitation that works for everybody, especially Trey. So maybe one weekend a month. Don't overwhelm him with every weekend. There's a lot going on emotionally for everybody involved in this. The people who are the most helpful in this situation are going to get the best long term results for seeing Trey. The people who are chaotic and demanding will not. In the moment, it might work out, but over time, they will just slide away. It would be okay for you to try to include Trey in visits, or vacations. I'm sorry, vacations. If it's okay with the father and they don't have anything planned, plan those things far enough ahead of time. Work with him and help him, and it will work out to your benefit in the long run, and that will be the best thing. And here's the thing, at this point it has to be the best thing for Trey, and the best thing for him is for everybody to work very cohesively to get what needs to be done. Everybody at least in front of him saying positive things and working together to have this come together. Now, when you're alone and in private, whatever you feel, you can say, but never in front of him. Okay, make everything as positive. And the one thing I'm getting is, make a book about his mom. They a lot of companies offer this now. When somebody passes, you can create a book and you can put their pictures in it. There's many templates for it, and everything about, like, when she was a child, and up until the time she passed, and how much she loved him and the things she would have wanted for him. And make 2 copies, because sometimes the first one gets lost, and even keep a copy for yourself, so maybe 3 copies, same book, and let him have it. He may not completely comprehend it now, but there's going to be coming a point in his life when he will look back at that book, and he'll have a better understanding of who his mom is and where he came from and everything that she wanted for him and everything. Oh, I don't want to cry on air. Okay, and everything she wanted for him. Whoo, pull it together, girl. Um, and he'll be so grateful for that. Um, and even if he can't understand it now, he will understand it, especially when he's 8 and 10 and 12. It'll be so important for him, and at the age of 16, it's going to be very important for him to be able to look back and see what his mother's wishes would have been for him, the things that she told you and her and his father and anybody else that she wanted for him in his life. And he that will be so meaningful to him. Okay, I have to oh, oh I have to I have to I have to quit there. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Thank you for your question. I am so grateful for that question. I hope that was so helpful for you. Okay. Oh, I'm going to go to here. And Heather wants to know, hey, Tony, do you have a message for me? I dreamed about my brother, Matt, last night. He is passed. Okay, Matt would want you to know, Heather, the first and foremost important thing that Matt would want you to know is that you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right. Don't be so hard on yourself. Stop second guessing things. Just move forward. Don't hold on to things that aren't working, and allow yourself to be free of he's saying BS, but not BS like the words BS. So please know that that's what he would want for you, and that's where he would want you to be. Okay, love? So please know that. And then, Erin, I'm going to go back to you to answer a question, and I'll do your follow up. So please hold on. And if you are calling in, it only gives me 1 second to hit that invite. And if you want to call in and ask a question on Podbean, please do. Please go over to Podbean and ask. Okay, Dupree wants to know about career. Should I change career? Not yet. In 2020, 20 at the end of this year is going to be the right time for you to start transitioning into whatever you're going to do next. And I actually hear like in September it's going to be very strong. It's going to be a build. Start preparing everything now. In September it's going to be so strong. Make sure everything's prepared and ready. Then in October and November you're going to be starting to make a transition, and by the new year, you should be able to step into a new career in a very powerful way, Dupree. So please, start prepping, researching, and doing everything you need to do now. Again, when we can prepare, we're not desperate, we're not stressed, we can flow very beautifully into it. Okay, Dupree? Thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much for that clarification. And Karen, don't worry. It's just so much easier for the sake of the show to have that very specific question, or to have that very specific um, thing that I can tap into for you. Um, let's see. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Elizabeth. Hi, Tony. Should I start a Christian conversation Bible study Instagram page? Oh, that's a lot. That is separate from my laser engraving page to funnel customers from the Christian page to the laser engraved gifts. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. If you are passionate about that, do it. Okay. If you are very passionate about it, do it. If you're doing it only to get clients, that's energy you're taking away from your laser engraving to get laser engraving. So what I will say to you is if you really want all the if you're only doing it for the laser engraving, just put all that energy into the laser engraving, make social media posts every day, at least 2, pop them out on every social media, and then keep going. And then do some fun things or show some fun things that you've already done, okay? That will be the best. Now, if you're very passionate about Bible study, starting a Bible study page, absolutely do it. It will be good for you and you will like it, okay? But don't do this for this. Just work on this then, okay, love? Thank you so much. Okay, Stephanie, you're going to be next on YouTube. I'm going to go over here. Aaron's follow-up is West Bend has a nice house for sale too. You know what? It's not. Find out what a group home needs to be up to code. I feel like even if you found a home that belonged to an elderly person, Aaron, that already has like some wheelchair ramps and some of the safety things, you might be pleasantly surprised at what you can get it for. I see houses for sale all the time that have wheelchair ramps and that have like the bars in the bathroom and such. You might be pleasantly surprised, and figure out who your clientele is going to be. Okay, figure out who is going to be living in your group home, and that will help you determine what type of home you need also and what standards it needs to be in. If it's going to be just a group home for elderly or for people who need assisted living, figure that out, and from there you'll be able to determine what's next. Okay, love? But the home in West Bend feels good. I'm not saying it's the right one, but it does feel good. Okay, love? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back. Yeah. Please, when I invite you in on Podbean, please mute yourself. Okay, and Darlene, I hit invite, but I don't think it took it. I don't think it did it. So if you call back, okay, Stephanie. Hi, Tony. Hope you're well. Thank you so much, love. Will I pass my background check for my new job? Oh, Stephanie, what'd you do? What'd you do, Stephanie? I'm joking. Yes, you will. I feel like you're going to pass it. I do feel like you're going to pass it. Darlene, if you call back, here we go. Let's hope it, because I hit the invite, but then it didn't. Hey, Darlene, how are you today?
Oh, fine. Should I mute it?
Nope, you can ask. I can take your question now.
Oh, okay. I never know how to do that technology stuff. But anyways, I am just like so stressed out because here at the marina that I live at, they raised my rent $320, $18, might as well say $320. But I've tried to find different marinas and they're just way out of my price range. I found one. It was an HOA, but you're only allowed to be the owner and you can't have no friends over there, only family. I was like, oh my God, that's not going to work. I mean, really?
Okay,
But,
so I'm getting.
So it's like, I thought about selling the boat, I don't know, whatever you see.
Okay, so one thing that I am hearing is, and I don't know, I'm just telling you what I'm hearing, and I hope this is helpful. Look in private listings for people who have a dock that you might be able to dock at, okay?
Okay.
Look at that. Because sometimes people own a home and it has a dock, but they don't use their dock. That's what I'm getting. Okay, love? I hope that's really helpful. The other thing that I would say is really focus in. I don't want to say don't be, but Really focus in on what you want and let that be the only alternative. Okay, sweetie pie?
All right. Thank you,
And
dear, so much.
and don't panic. Know that if they're raising it, it's because there's a space that's better for you. Even if it's not in that general area, it might be in another part of the state or another whatever. Just know that, okay, love?
Okay. So don't worry about trying to sell it.
Again, focus on what you really, really, really want and then go from there.
Okay.
So, for example, don't base the sale on do I want, base the sale on if you sell, it's because you want to let go of the boat. If you keep it, it's because you want to keep it, not because of cost, because that's where regret and resentment come in. So, if you know you want to keep the boat, if you know you want to keep living on the boat, then the answer is find a more affordable spot. Find a spot that is much more affordable, even if it's not in that city. Even if you have to go to another city or another part of the coast or up even further, like to wherever around, I don't know where you are, but and even if you tell me, it won't be helpful, but if you have to search even outside of your area a little further until you find it, and look at people who own a home who might be renting out theirs. Okay, love?
Okay. Thank you so much, dear.
You are so welcome. If you're going to stay on the call, please mute. If you can't mute, just listen from Podbean. Okay, love?
All right. Thank you, dear.
You are welcome, beautiful. You are welcome. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You guys, rents are going crazy no matter where you are and what you do. It is so crazy right now, right? Okay, let's see if I can what I can do here. Thank you, Genevieve. Thank you so much for putting that that in there. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna go to Melissa's question. What does my mom have anything to tell me? Tell her I love her. Okay, Melissa, your mom always hears you. Always. And you don't even have to say it out loud. She can, it's telepathic, like your thoughts, and more importantly, the way you feel, she feels it. The one thing she would want to tell you is keep moving ahead. Don't slow down. Allow yourself to climb, like to where you want to be and what you want to do. Go back and I don't know if this is going to make sense for you, Melissa. I hope it does. Go back and study or look at what you've done in the past that you wanted to do and start it now. You don't have to say, this is where I am, it's where I'm going to be forever, or it's too late, or if I start now, it's going to be this. You know what? Listen, if you want to go to school, in 4 years, you're still going to be here. Not only you, Melissa, everybody. So if you're saying, yeah, but it will take me this long to do this, that, or the other thing, you've got time. That's what we have here. We've got time, right? We have time. So while we're here, if 4 years is going to come and go, no matter what, make it productive. 6 years will come and go, make it productive. So what if it takes 7 years to get through it? Do it. Why not? You're this at the end of the 7 years, you're either going to have accomplished something or not accomplished that thing. Okay? Whatever it is, do it. Do it. Whatever it is, starting a business, doing education, learning a new skill, learning whatever. What you have time. That's the That's the thing we have here is time. Use it to your advantage. Always use it to your advantage, okay? I'm going to go to the next question. Teresa. Hello, Tony. Hey, Teresa. My lease is up for renewal later this year. Will I be able to renew at the same rate or negotiate? They are probably going to raise, but you can probably talk with them and negotiate a little. A little. Here's the sad truth about renting right now. Right now, it's expensive every place. No matter what. I was helping my sister or looking for one of my sisters, and what they want, even for undesirable areas, is shocking, simply shocking to me. So here's, if you're in a place and you can, and nobody's moving, a lot of people are not moving because the requirements of the landlords are so extreme. First, last, security, and this whatever credit score. So please negotiate the best you can with wherever you are at this time, Teresa. It's going to be the best thing you can do for you at this time. Now, next year, no, your lease is up later this year. Your landlord should let you know whatever your notice is. If you have to give a 30-day notice, they have to let you know 30 days. If you have to give a 60-day notice, they have to let you know 60 days in advance. Whatever the notice is you have to give to move, that's how many days they should give you if they're raising the rent, which gives you the opportunity to look. And landlords, could you just stop putting 90-day notice, 3 months, 3-month notice to move? What the heck is that, landlords? Stop it. Stop doing that. Seriously. Okay, now let's get off that and back onto this. I feel like you're going to end up staying no matter how you feel about it. You're just going to have to talk to them, ask them if they can work with you, and let that be that. And Teresa, please start your podcast. It's so important. It's going to change the way you feel about things. It's going to flip the script and put you back in a position of power. Okay, let me see. Okay, you guys, I'm typically here every Monday and every Wednesday. Every Monday and every Wednesday. Monday at noon, Wednesday at 7 p.m. And I do 60 minutes for the show. And so I'm on Podbean. Please go over to Podbean, subscribe or make an account there, and you can call in and ask questions during the show. You can put it in the chat. If you're using Podbean, I tend to get to you sooner just because there are not as many people listening on Podbean. And I love when people can talk with me, call in and talk with me on it. It helps me with your energy. But I love YouTube also. So if you're on YouTube, you can ask the questions, hit the buttons you need to hit if you want to know the next time that I'm coming on live. I love you all so very, very, very much. Please, whatever's going on today, remember, it's just today. Tomorrow will be a better day. Tomorrow will be a different day. Tomorrow, or even, I always say this is just a moment. In another moment, this moment will be a memory. It's up to you how you look at this memory. Let's have the best perspective we can, no matter what we're going through at this time. I love you all, and I will see you for sure on Wednesday at 7 p.m.